Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Shamaine Shadina and I'm 28 years old. If this is my first time on your screens, then hi, you are so welcome here. And if this is not the first video that you've seen of me, then welcome back to my channel. I came and sat in the garden today to come and do today's video. I want to try and sit down and film a video like this every month, like going through kind of like a monthly reset, doing some goal settings, and also to like hold one another accountable on these goals. And this is going to be the first video doing exactly that, and it's going to be like goal setting for October. I don't really know how to explain this, but every year when September hits, it's basically like a new year for me. I just get like this burst of energy. I feel like spring is coming out. It's like a whole new world. There's flowers, the birds are chirping. We are moving away from like the colder weather, and it just gives me like a new lease on life. My birthday is also in September, so that might be like one of the reasons why I feel it's like a very like a renewal month for me. But I honestly feel as though Septembers mean more to me than January's. Like every year for January, like first of the year, we are setting our New Year's resolutions and all those type of things. By that time, I just kind of feel burnt out, like from the holidays. I mean, there's like weird funk of like the days between Christmas and New Year's that you don't exactly know what to be doing with your life. And I don't know, like New Year's resolutions just like scare me. I feel like there's so much pressure on it. But every year when September hits, it's literally like I realize that I only have about 90 days left of the year, and I just want to like give it my all and go full throttle. And that is why we are here today, because like I am in that space right now, and I feel like I just need to capitalize on it and maybe take you along with me and set some new goals to end the year strong. So for today and this video, we are going to go through like September and reflect on everything that happened this month, some goals that I've achieved, and then set some goals for October that I really want to focus on, and like good habits that I want to make like reality for me in October. And then we are also going to go through like my monthly favorites for September. And this is like the perfect time for you to grab a notebook or open your laptop so that we can go through and grow through October together. If you're watching this, then make sure that you like this video and subscribe to my channel so that you never miss a new upload. I think I want to start by actually going through September and just doing like September reflections, and this is going to help me like see what I've accomplished, what habits I picked up, or what habits I did not pick up, and it's just going to give me like a better idea of where we are at right now. If you watched my previous video, I talked about a little side hustle that I got involved with a couple of months ago, and I feel like September has like been like a really busy month for us, like the busiest since I got started. And now we are also kind of entering into a busy season, which is great in some senses, but I did feel a little bit out of balance, and that's something that I want to be aware of right now and set a tone and the routines and everything right now, so that when the busiest season gets towards like the end of the year and in the beginning of next year, that I actually would not feel out of date and that I won't be like dropping too many balls. But in terms of side hustle, we did do really good, so that's a check for me. In terms of content creation, and I'm now specifically talking about Instagram, I did okay. It wasn't my best month, but I feel as though everything that I did put out there is stuff that really meant something for me and wasn't just like for the sake of posting stuff, which that feels good. Usually I aim to post between 15 to 18 posts per month, and in September I only posted 9 times, so it truly was not my best month. I did, however, come back to YouTube and posted my first YouTube video in about a year. So I'm super happy to be back on here, and I'm really proud of that and for putting myself out there on another platform. Besides all that, I feel as though September has been a really good month for me personally. I want to go through some personal goals that I have been working on. One of them is like less screen time, and instead of just like doom scrolling, because I got into this really bad habit of where I was just like consuming hours of content per day, whether it was on Instagram or TikTok. It was just like drama filled. It wasn't like feeding my soul, or I was getting in a very like comparative state where I would constantly be comparing myself to other creators or other people on the apps. So I decided to take like a step back, and instead of just like doom scrolling and every time that I feel that need to just be like scrolling for hours on end, I was picking up a book instead, which that has been working incredibly well for me. And I wish I could explain to you like the effects that it is having on like my mental health. Like I feel as though sometimes you don't have problems up until you open an app and you see other people's lives, and then you think you have like a million problems. I don't know if that reaches you or that makes sense to you, but it makes a lot of sense to me, and I'm super happy that I've done that, and I want to continue doing that. I have been taking like a no post day once per week, and where I don't post anything. I don't upload to my stories. I don't create any content necessarily, and I'm just like living in the moment, because lately I've been trying to find a balance between like being present and then also like the everything is content mindset, where I just like wanted to film everything, and I'm still not getting that 100% right, but I feel as though I'm starting to get like better with it. Another personal goal of mine that I've been working on this September is waking up at 7 a.m. This is only like an hour earlier than like my usual wake up time, and I'm not like the biggest morning person, or actually right now I'm kind of like becoming more of a morning person, because I feel as though I'm like so much more productive. I feel as though I get so much more done in the mornings, especially when it comes to like editing content and preparing for the day ahead. I feel so much more productive doing that. So I want to keep that up going into October, but what I do want to focus on is maybe going to bed a little bit earlier, because since I'm waking up earlier, I'm not getting like my full 8 or 9 hours of sleep, which really has me performing at my best. Whereas especially this last week, I have been like getting 6 to 7 hours of sleep, because I usually go to bed, read for a little while, and then fall asleep. So I just want to go to like bed sooner and get to sleep sooner, so that I still get like my restorative 8 to 9 hours of rest. In terms of like my wellness goals, I have a pretty good routine with going to the gym right now. My goal has always been to like work out, do like weight training 3 to 4 times per week, and I have been really good with going to the gym. Because of our side hustle also picking up, I feel as though like I'm not as sedentary throughout the day. Like I am getting my steps in. I'm reaching like my 8 to 10k step goal easily per day, but I haven't gone on like a hardcore walk or like set out to go for a walk quite a lot this month, maybe only like 2 or 3 times, and I am reaching the steps though. Okay, so that's not the worst thing. But I feel as though when I'm moving outside and I'm going on a walk, it's just so much better for my mental health and like for clarity purposes and all those type of things. I really just felt it in the last month that I really have not been keeping up with my walks. And while it's great that I'm reaching the step goal daily, I think I just want to like be more intentional with going on walks. But overall, in terms of wellness, I did do a pretty good job. So that is September. I want to go through like these 4 questions based on like my monthly reflections to just kind of see where I'm at, and then I'll know where to go from there going into October. So the first one is, what have I done well this month? Okay, I have reduced my screen time significantly, which is already like a major plus for me. I've also gotten into the habit of romanticizing life as much as possible this month, which is just really great. I feel as though with like spring coming out, I don't know if you can hear the birds and everything, but usually when I eat a meal, I would just like sit on my couch inside, like staring at a wall or the blinds or whatever, whereas I've just been like intentional with coming to sit outside, not being on my phone while I'm eating, but actually just like listening to the sounds of the garden and like just appreciating that more. And like in every aspect, if I was like cleaning the house or doing my skincare or stuff like that, I was like deliberately choosing like how can I romanticize this more. I've been like lighting a candle or putting on some good music and stuff to just like uplift the vibes and make life just feel like super romantic. So I did that really well this month, and I want to continue doing that, obviously. The second one is what can I improve for the next month, and that is definitely comes into content creation. I feel as though I'm just like going to get busier from here on out, which is good. I wanted to be busy, but I feel as though like I need better routines in order to be able to keep up with anything and not feel as though I'm failing at especially content creation, because I love it. I love showing up here. I love sharing my life. I love sharing like incredible brands and products and stuff like that, and I want to keep doing that, but I just need better routines for it. Right now I'm thinking that I should use my weekends when I am a little bit quieter and like more reserved and at home, to actually just like shoot as many content as I can and just like basically batch create content and get that ready for the week by Sunday evening. Because if it is during the week and like I'm running around and being busy, I'm like, oh shit, I have to post something, and I try to just like pull something out of my ass like a half an hour before I want to post it, and it's just not working. I'm not like feeling the content that I am producing in that like stressed state. I would much rather like have it planned out beforehand and know that I have something ready to go. So I just like need better routines with that. And then what I also can improve on is doing like the outside walks that I just mentioned. The third one, am I happy with the results? Yes and no. I feel like in some ways I did really, really good, and then in others I completely dropped the ball. So love-hate relationship with everything in September. 3 things that I'm grateful for this month is, number one, I took the plunge and bought a camera to film with. I've been wanting to do this for years, and I don't know why, but fear has just like been keeping me back the entire time, and I finally did it, and I'm so happy that I did. Number 2 is my health. A couple of weeks ago, I had like this really like rocky night where I felt as though like my throat was starting to itch and my nose was starting to run, and I could feel myself just almost becoming sick, and I just like dozed on immune boosters and anything to like have this sickness pass me, and it did. I did not get sick, and usually with like the changing seasons and stuff like that, I get sick pretty often with like allergies and stuff. But I'm so grateful for my health and that I can continue pushing forward and work towards my goals. And the third thing is the opportunities that both me and Jay-Z have been like introduced to and experiencing over the last month. I feel as though we are in like a really upwards trajectory, and it just makes me so excited for us. And then my biggest reflection of September is that I have to build better routines. I feel as though my failure and success right now depends on the routines that I create, and I just want to get better with that. Okay, September is done now. Let's move on to October and the new month and the new goals. So number 1 again is my personal goals for the month. I do want to continue waking up at 7 a.m. in the mornings, but now I also want to go to bed a little bit earlier in the evenings and just like do my nighttime routine and have myself situated like at least half an hour to an hour earlier, so that I can still read and unwind and then like have really good sleep, because it's just going to set me up better for the next day. I want to take a digital detox once a week. I already told you that there's one day that I don't post at all, but I actually don't want to be on social media for the entire day, like not even scrolling. So I want to really try doing that. So I feel like that day I'd really have to hone into my hobbies and stuff like that. You don't understand like how much free time you actually have once you stop scrolling. Like that has been like very eye-opening for me. So I do want to do like a digital detox once a week. In terms of my wellness goals, I want to continue what I've been doing with the gym and doing like 3 to 4 weight training sessions per week. And then I'm not going to make this too big of a goal, but at least once a week I either want to go on like an outside walk or a hike. Okay. And then the third one is that I want to drink at least 1 cup of green tea every single day. Okay. Okay, for October, financial goals that I have is that I've like been talking with my accountant right now, sort out like my taxes and all those type of things, because I want to start actually investing this October in like our future. We have been like over the last few years just like focused on getting debt free and then having like an emergency fund build up and stuff, but we haven't really started investing, and I feel as though I feel so behind with it, which is crazy. Like, yeah, I just want to start doing that as soon as possible. And right now I'm looking at like unit trusts and the stock market to start investing in. Okay, now let's go over to my social media goals. I want to do at least 15 posts on Instagram this month. If you're not following me on Instagram yet, I would greatly appreciate it if you do. But yeah, I just want to post stuff that matters and stuff that I'm excited about, but also like be more consistent this month on there. I also want to upload 2 YouTube videos at least this month and start to build some consistency on this platform. So this video will be one of them, and I've already started filming another one. We are also celebrating like our 5th wedding anniversary this year, and I'm like trying to book like a trip and like a really cool experience for us, and I might vlog it, but I don't want to like put too much pressure on myself because I'm also trying to be like more in the moment. So I'm not sure yet if I'm going to vlog it or if I'm going to decide to just like live in the moment. We shall see. Okay. And another thing that I've been slacking on is my Instagram DMs, because usually I would post and then go directly to my DMs and like start answering my DMs, because I just felt as though for the algorithm's sake and stuff, it was like very beneficial if I do that. But because I was posting less, I'm like answering less of like my DMs, and that has really just not been good for me. I really like to just like be on it and stuff. So I want to check my DMs at least once a day and clear all of that, so that I can still like stay connected with my community. That's a really bad habit that I just picked up, because usually I was like super on it with DMs. Like I would respond within minutes, if not hours. But now it's taking me days. That's not good. So those are my social media goals. Let me know in the comments what goals you have for October, and then also recommendations of videos that you want to see from me, both on here and on Instagram. Now that our goals are done, I want to end this video talking about like my monthly favorites, and this is just like a reflection on all the good things that happened to me this month, and I want to encourage you to do like the same. And I feel as though it just like ends it on a positive note. We are thinking about every little single good thing in our lives and of this month. Okay, so we have 4 categories. The one is favorite book, favorite memory, favorite podcast or personal development video. You can also do this like your favorite show or movie that you've watched, and then favorite purchase. So my favorite book of the month, I actually cannot choose, because I have been reading this entire Twisted series and I've been loving all of them. I'm busy with the last book now. I'm so close to done. So the entire series was really incredible. You don't have to read like every single book of the series, because they are like standalone books, but they also like interconnect into like a really wonderful series, and I've been loving it. Would recommend. My favorite memory of the month has to be my birthday. I did like a very low-key birthday, and it was absolutely incredible. I haven't done one of these since I've started content creation. Like every single year, I feel as though I have to like take the perfect photo, make the perfect post, and then go through my comments all day, like think of the perfect caption, and like sometimes the whole day I would be so stressed to find the photo that I want to post, or like the reel that I wanted to post, or whatever, to like announce my birthday with like the perfect caption and everything. And then like just before my birthday, I was stressing about it. I was like searching captions and everything, and then I just decided like the day before my birthday that I'm not going to post a single thing, not like on stories, not like, well, not, I won't announce that it's my birthday. And I was posting the entire day, like everything that I've been up to, but it just like took that stress off of like wanting to curate the perfect birthday post. And it's crazy how much more freedom and how much more I enjoyed the day because of that. So I started the morning with going on like a hike with my friend, so saw the sunrise on my birthday, which is always lovely. Then I had like a sushi date with my mom in the afternoon, and JC was working that day, so he came back like late afternoon-ish, and we were supposed to go out and go to like a restaurant or something. And then when it was time to go, like both of our social batteries were just like, do we want to do this? Do we not want to do this? And I don't know if you're going to think like, yo, we are so boring for doing this, but actually it was so wholesome. We actually ended up just like getting pizzas from Romans and McFlurries from McDonald's, and we opened up this new puzzle that I bought and just like spent the evening like eating our pizza, eating our ice cream, building a puzzle, and just like actually connecting and talking and stuff like that. And it was like such a good day. It was so good. So that was my favorite memory of September. Favorite podcast or personal development video that I watched? I listened to this podcast on my way driving to Harties, and I really loved it. It was like very lighthearted. It is the We Can Do Hard Things episode about like how to make life a little bit easier, and it had all these incredible hacks to make life easier. And it was hacks in terms of like family, travel hacks, friendship hacks, home hacks and stuff like that. And it was just like a really, really good like podcast filled with so many nuggets. I really liked it. Then my favorite purchase of the month, once again, is this camera. I cannot begin to explain to you like how excited this makes me. Like, I'm super stoked every time I pick it up to create content with it. Like, the whole time I want to be creating content on it. What I also love about it is that I got a 1 terabyte memory card, which has been fantastic because I'm not constantly running out of space, which has been like a huge problem for me on my phone, and why I haven't also been creating as much, because like I constantly have to take like hours each week like cleaning up my phone in order to be able to create new content. And just like having this here, and I've just been having so much fun with it. So this has by far been my favorite purchase of the entire month, maybe even the entire year. Okay, and that wraps up my monthly reset routine goal setting for October and my monthly favorites of September. And if you want to see a video like this, like every single month, and we can go through our goals together, then let me know and we can maybe make this like a regular thing on here. I would love that. Let me know in the comments like what goals you have for October, and if you liked this video, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.